She lived in a penthouse, drove an Lambo, pulled in 6 figures a month, so she said. Turns out, the only thing real was the photos. This isn't a joke. This is how one influencer tricked thousands until it all came crashing down. They found her in a glass-walled high-rise, overlooking the city. She wore designer clothes, snakeskin boots, and Hermes scarf knotted just so. In her feed, every sunset shimmered off the skyline glass. That was how Lena Carter built her empire, not brick by brick, but pixel by pixel. Lena burst into public view 2 years ago. At first, she was just another lifestyle influencer, travel, glam outfits, motivational quotes. But something clicked, her triangle portrait aesthetic, her catchphrases, her smiling confidence. She was slick, she was hot, she felt real. But real or not, she sold her dream hard. Every week, Lena posted snippets of a fabulous life, meeting celebrities, private jet rides, yachts in Cancun. She threw lavish parties, invited fans to meet and greets that looked more red carpet than meet and greet. She had sponsors, brand deals, travel adventures. Her DMs overflowed with PR people. Within months, her follower count exploded, from 50K to nearly 500,000. Engagement soared. She cornered a niche, luxury with a side of aspiration. Lena's brand was, "You can be this, too." People believed it. They wanted to believe it. Fast forward, Lena's story arrived in Forbes 30 Under 30 chatter, coverage on big influencers' blogs, audio interviews. She was quoted as a self-made entrepreneur, digital mogul. Her press kit called her the future of aspirational lifestyle content. Everyone who DM'd for collabs got a prompt reply, "Let's make magic." Lena said she pivoted into beauty, fashion, even real estate investments. Her emails shimmered with opportunity. Her voice notes, metallic, assured, confident, spoke of financial literacy, empowerment. Her FAQ reel, question, "What's your secret?" A. Visions, baby. She sold ebooks, presets, courses, how to live rich for less, grow your social wealth. Price tags ranged from $49 to $299. And she convinced people this was investment, not expense. By now, brands lined up. She affixed their logos in Instagram story frames. Branded champagne at brunches. FaceTime sessions paid. Merch. Let's just say, if half of it was real, she'd be a millionaire. And she claimed it was real. But here's a razor-sharp truth, things aren't always as they seem. And the higher you climb on a facade, the more dangerous the fall. Because behind the scenes, Lena's luxury was rented. Not just the apartment, every designer bag, every jet, even the yacht. Every item in the styled shots had a rental tag underneath the filter. She rented Echo Park lofts for photo shoots, rented private jet experiences marketed for photo ops. She held gatherings at Airbnb mansions in Mulholland. Her investment office was a co-working lounge billed by the hour. She sub-rented her scene by scene and charged her fans for the privilege. Let's call it what it was, the great lifestyle ruse. But even illusions need money. And for Lena, the money wasn't coming in fast enough. Her course sales were lukewarm. The brand started demanding metrics, sales conversions, click-through rates. Eyeballs were there, but dollars weren't. She pivoted hard, advertised affiliate links, promoted side hustle webinars, collateralized her lifestyle with physical goods. Fans in the DM would say, "Teach me your life." She answered with PDF guides, Monday morning routine, boss habits. She sold access to private chats, join my secret FB group, only $29 per month. Some people did, and stayed longer than expected. Why? Because Lena was magnetic. She had presence. She had aura. She felt successful. But small cracks appeared. Viewers started noticing discrepancies. That penthouse kitchen, why did the fridge always look empty? That weekend retreat zip file of videos, why did none show doors, no street views, no visible landmarks? A random fan thought she'd gotten the layout of her studio wrong. Comment threads lit up, why is the counter always spotless? That sunrise is the same every time. Her ring light is too perfect. People whispered, aesthetic filter? Illusion? Why wouldn't she just show the real place? The tangles got tighter when a blogger dug deeper. Same jet photo showing up for dozens of other influencers, tagged courtesy of Lux Rentals. Same yacht party images with water shimmering at the exact same tight angle in another Ireland reenactment by a different account. And yet, Lena rolled on. She clapped back, Funny that jealous people care so much. If you don't like my vision, don't follow. Don't at me. But the question remained, she built her whole brand on images, they had to be real, right? What made it work was our willing suspension. We wanted to be fooled. Because seeing someone live your dream, cropped, filtered, enhanced, makes us think we could too. Lena stepped into that desire, hand-painted the edges of that dream. And for thousands, she was the dream. But the tension rose, truth is a weed in plastic gardens. So the pressure cooks. As Lena churned out more content, her real money-making had to accelerate. That means more promos, deeper lies, riskier moves. Instagram giveaways, sponsored trips, affiliate links, a high-stakes house of cards starts to rock. Here's the moment we pause. One night in December, Lena live streams. She announces a surprise, I'm taking you behind the scenes of my real life. You've asked forever, so tomorrow I'm giving you full access to my home, the Penthouse Tour. Fans go wild. The PR value? Massive. She told lies, now she'd reveal the truth. Or so they thought. But something about that livestream, her smile was tighter. Her eyes flicked away. The angle seemed off. Her penthouse was empty. The audience sensed something shifting. The tension snapped. And this time, they'd pushed her too far. Lena Carter hit go live with the confidence of a digital queen. Her followers, over 489,000 at the time, tuned in for what she hyped as her raw, real, unfiltered reveal. She promised to finally show them where she lived, how she worked, how she really made her money. But from the first minute, something felt off. She began walking through the supposed penthouse, narrating each room, showing a sleek countertop, an empty fireplace, a white faux fur rug. But viewers with sharp eyes immediately noticed weird details. First, the space echoed. Like a lot. No furniture, no lived-in energy. Second, the closet had just 5 items, all tagged. Literally, store tags still on them. Third, and this broke the illusion entirely, she accidentally turned the camera toward the door for just a second, revealing a scannable Airbnb keycode lock. Comments flooded in. Wait, that's an Airbnb. You're renting this for the video, aren't you? Girl, you lying. This feels like a staged rental suite. That couch is in my apartment complex too. Lena tried to laugh it off, you guys are hilarious. This is my place, I just haven't decorated yet. But the tone had shifted. Her smile cracked. Her hand trembled slightly. The mask wasn't just slipping, it was disintegrating in real time. And then came the tweet that detonated the whole thing. A user on Twitter named it social_justice_bot posted a detailed 26-tweet thread the next morning titled, "This luxury influencer scammed me, and I've got receipts." The thread quickly went viral. It claimed Lena had sold this user a social media mentorship package for $399 promising one-on-one coaching, custom growth strategy, private Zoom calls, weekly feedback, access to her verified tools and contacts. But according to the buyer, none of that happened. Instead, they received a 4-page PDF with generic advice, pre-recorded videos ripped from YouTube, 0 personalized feedback, ghosted emails after payment. It didn't stop there. More alleged victims chimed in. A dozen at first. Then dozens more. One woman said Lena offered VIP branding audits for $250 but never delivered. Another shared a receipt showing she paid $899 for a business mastermind group and was blocked after asking when it started. Multiple users discovered they had all received the exact same PDF files with only the names changed. Some even compared notes. Lena had copy-pasted identical coaching messages to everyone. With accusations piling up, complaints started going beyond DMs. People reported Lena to PayPal, Stripe, Venmo. Several posted screenshots of chargebacks and fraud claims. Some even contacted the Federal Trade Commission, FTC, citing online scam activity. A major blow came when a mid-sized tech platform called TeachWave, where Lena had hosted some of her courses, shut down her account for violating their terms. They claimed she had misrepresented the course content and refused refund requests. Meanwhile, a BuzzFeed-style investigative blog picked up the story with the headline, "She sold you a dream and pocketed the refunds." And the title wasn't wrong. A digital forensic dive into her past online presence revealed something disturbing. Lena Carter wasn't even her real name. Her birth name was Lena Karpovich, a 27-year-old originally from a small town in eastern Pennsylvania. Before her influencer days, she had worked briefly at a call center and had been accused of running a fake resume coaching business in 2019 under a different name. No arrests were made back then, but it raised serious flags. Reddit sleuths did what they do best. In less than 72 hours, they uncovered Lena had used at least 4 different online identities in the past 3 years. She'd been banned from 2 platforms for dishonest marketing practices. A background check confirmed a prior misdemeanor fraud charge under her legal name. Even worse? She wasn't just misleading people. She was allegedly using fake Stripe dashboards and photoshopped earnings reports in her Instagram stories to make her income look higher. She'd screenshot someone else's Shopify dashboard, crop it, and post it as her own. She also allegedly used Fiverr gigs to purchase fake testimonials from happy clients, which she plastered on her site. All of this pointed to a deeper pattern, a calculated, organized con hidden behind beauty filters and curated content. Experts started weighing in. One quote from a forensic psychologist stuck out. Lena Carter is part of a new breed of fraudster, the digital grifter. They don't steal through brute force, they steal by selling the illusion of success, convincing people to invest in it, and then vanishing once the cash is in. She wasn't the first to do it. But she might have been the best at it until she flew too close to the algorithmic sun. As backlash grew in videos exposing her racked up views, Lena posted one final Instagram story. It was just black text on a gray screen. I never meant to hurt anyone. I was just trying to make a better life. Things got out of control. I'll be stepping away for a while. Please be kind. The comments were brutal. People wanted justice, not a vague apology. They wanted refunds, answers, accountability. A few former followers expressed sympathy. I really believed in her, but most felt duped, angry, humiliated. Shortly after, Lena deleted her Instagram, her TikTok, her YouTube, everything. And then, she disappeared. No more posts. No more promos. Her brand accounts vanished. Her website went offline. Just like that, Lena Carter ceased to exist. But for the people she scammed, the damage lingered. But social media doesn't forget. And neither do federal investigators. Because what Lena didn't realize is that when you cross into financial fraud across state lines, that's no longer just a PR problem. That's a felony. And just a few weeks after her disappearance, she was found. But not where you'd expect. Lena Carter, or rather, Lena Karpovich, didn't vanish to Bali or Dubai like the internet theorized. She was found in a Motel 6 off the interstate in New Jersey. No penthouse. No designer bags. Just a duffel bag, a cracked iPhone, and a prepaid Visa card. The FBI, alongside the FTC's Bureau of Consumer Protection, tracked her down after a flurry of digital complaints and financial fraud reports were escalated to a federal level. Her use of fraudulent marketing practices, wire transfers through deceptive services, and the sale of bogus educational materials to hundreds of victims across state lines made this a federal case. She was arrested in January at 3:15 a.m., barefoot, wearing the same hoodie she'd worn in a hustle culture TikTok clip just 2 months earlier. One officer described the arrest as anticlimactic. She didn't run. She didn't cry. She just said, "Okay. I knew this was coming." And she did. She knew the gig was up. Lena Karpovich, aka Lena Carter, was formally charged with wire fraud, false advertising, operating a deceptive business scheme, identity fraud linked to the use of aliases and fake testimonials, obstruction of justice, deleting business records during an open investigation. In total, she was accused of scamming over 1,200 people through phony mentorships, digital products, fake investment clubs, and affiliate advisory programs. The total losses were estimated at $1.2 million, mostly collected in small payments, ranging from $29 to $899. This wasn't a one-time hit. This was a systemic hustle, weaponized by likes, filters, and perfectly framed shots. Some of the victims were young, aspiring creators. Others were stay-at-home moms, recent grads, or unemployed workers trying to break into the influencer world. Many had gone into debt to pay for Lena's courses. And now they wanted justice. The case gained national attention. Headlines flooded in. Instagram star charged with multi-state digital scam. The lie behind the lifestyle, the Lena Carter trial begins. She wasn't who she claimed, and it cost people everything. In court, prosecutors presented damning evidence. Screenshots of manipulated payment dashboards. Emails showing intentionally delayed refunds. Messages instructing her VA, virtual assistant, to ghost dissatisfied customers. A PDF titled Client Objections Script.docs with responses designed to manipulate people into buying more. They even played a voice note she'd sent to an assistant. "I just need to look rich until I actually get rich." They'll believe it if the lighting's good. The courtroom gasped. That one sentence said everything. Her defense attorney argued she was a victim of her own ambition, raised in poverty, chasing a dream she couldn't afford. She got caught in the game of influence, where perfection sells, and truth doesn't. But the judge wasn't moved. In sentencing, he said, "You didn't just scam money. You sold people a version of hope you never intended to deliver. That's emotional fraud layered over financial fraud." Lena was sentenced to 5 years in federal prison, with restitution payments ordered to be distributed to verified victims. She was also banned from operating online businesses or selling digital products for a decade after her release. So how did she fool so many? Dr. Leanne Stroud, a forensic psychologist, explained it in a chilling interview. "We live in an era where social proof replaces credibility. If someone looks rich, sounds confident, and posts consistently, we assume they're legitimate." Lena exploited that illusion better than most. She didn't need a product. She was the product. And millions bought in. Lena didn't just fake a luxury life. She made her followers feel like they could have it too. That was her hook. That was her weapon. And it worked. The ripple effects were huge. Dozens of victims took to TikTok, YouTube, and Reddit to tell their side of the story. Some cried. Some raged. One posted a video burning the last vision board Lena made her create. Another said she dropped out of college after maxing her card for Lena's branding inner circle. "I wasn't just scammed," she said. "I was manipulated. She made me believe I was the problem if I didn't succeed." Several class action suits followed. Lena's remaining digital assets were seized and liquidated. The platforms that once promoted her now cited her case as a reason for tighter influencer guidelines. Instagram added new transparency policies. Several creator platforms began verifying mentor credentials. And audiences, once blindly trusting, began asking harder questions. Who profits from this inspiration? Do we know where their money actually comes from? What's real and what's rented? 6 months into her sentence, a journalist received a handwritten letter from Lena Carter. In it, she wrote, "I wanted to become someone powerful. Someone respected. All I had were filters and ambition. I thought if I built the illusion long enough, the truth would catch up. It never did. Every post was a brick in my fantasy. Every lie was a rope around my own neck. I became addicted to being admired, and terrified of being exposed. I wasn't trying to scam people. I was trying to survive. But I see now I destroyed lives chasing the one I never had." There was no public apology, no grand redemption arc. Just words. Just pages. Just ink bleeding into paper. The dream she sold was gone. So, what do we take away from this? It's easy to believe in what we want to see, especially when it's glossy, rich, and wrapped in a bow of luxury aesthetics. But in the era of influencers, truth is negotiable, and the illusion is often more valuable than the reality. Lena Carter fooled thousands with nothing but a ring light, a rented view, and a dream she never lived. And in the end, she became the perfect symbol of the age she tried to dominate. Fake it till you're caught.
The True Crime Diary. Subscribe for more haunting stories from the darkest corners of the internet.